Hi, so like we promised, we are going to do a detail about this last truss. What you see here is the overhang, and this is the gable end, and that's the one next to the gable end. So this is the last pair here, this and that one, and this sits on the last bond beam of the closing wall, like we call it, and this is the overhang. So if you want to back up and show from that side. Now, as you see, these are spacers. This, that. Okay. So if you can see, this is a spacer, that's a spacer going to the trusses which are already up there. So this will butt against the existing truss. These are not structural, they're just to provide spacing, which is why we only use two. However, this is for the overhang. We have to put so many because it has to take some weight. Obviously, we will be putting a vertical support. Again, it will become clear once we put it. So the overhang is not just floating, and there'll be two pillar supports which go to the ground, which we will install later today. Now what you see here are little nails we have put. That's from the apex down to here, it's 10 feet, and that's where we are putting OSB sheets on the roof. So it's 2.5 sheets of 4 by 8, so it's 4 feet, 4 feet, 2 feet OSB sheets, and this allows the sheets to not slip down till we nail them onto the trusses. Again, that's something you will see. We have already put up some videos, but we'll be putting videos when we'll be putting the last set of OSB sheets up there. What else? So what these yellow straps you see here are for lifting, and they have gone around this pair there, and it'll be lifted using the backhoe. Again, things will become clear once you see the actual process. Two other ropes you might or might not be able to see are tied up here and go down. So while one person is operating the backhoe and lifting the truss up, another person will be standing below and pulling down with those ropes to control and adjust the direction of where this whole truss moves, because
we don't want it to fly through a window.
Yeah, and yeah, and it's very difficult to orient it using the backhoe. This whole assembly is heavy and it is going to swing around a little bit, so unless someone pulls it from the bottom and directs it, it will not go exactly where you want it to go. Of course, once it's placed, you can always push and pull this assembly to do the final placement, but you do want it roughly correct. These base joists for the trusses are almost little over 16 feet for us, and if you can see here closely, these we have put two pieces of wood to join about 8'5" lengths. That's because we ran out of long wood pieces. Obviously these had to be delivered because they're so long, and we were short of one, but since this one sits on top of the bond beam and is not hanging in the air, unlike the trusses which go in the middle of the house, we were okay sandwiching them with other pieces of wood. Is there anything else? I guess that's it, right, for now? Yes, now this contraption you see here is something we just rigged up so we can assemble the pair, and it sits here while we put things together. So we will put a link to the video where we were assembling and then placing it up here, and we needed something to hold it in place while we were connecting the spacers in. That's all that is. When we hoist it, this will fall off. That's it. You want to show up there so we can show where we're putting it?